Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I want to talk to you guys about how I became a travel agent for Disney and Universal. So to put that in lighter terms, you're going to want to find a company that you can sign up through to be a contracted independent contractor to be a travel agent through, or start your own agency, whatever works best for you. Complete the required training. Disney has the Disney College of Knowledge, and Universal has the Universal Partner Community training that you go through. And then step 3, I guess, would be to book your first client and receive your first commission paycheck. So I decided to be an independent contractor through a travel agency that was already established. Basically what I did to accomplish this was I literally just Googled travel agencies for Disney and Universal and just kind of picked the top one, or the top of my list, I guess. And I ended up going with Main Street Travel Agency, also called Park Savers. I paid $99, a one-time fee, to join the travel agency, get access to everything that I needed to sign up on the Disney travel agent website, and everything that I needed to sign up with VAX, is VAX, which is the portal and booking system that you use to book people like Universal, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, all that stuff. So I did pay $99 to be able to do all of that stuff. I chose Main Street Travel Agency mainly because it was convenient. A little bit of a breakdown about them, and they pay 70% commission, which that could be higher elsewhere, but to be honest, I'm okay with 70% commission. Number 1, because I'm just getting started, but number 2, because this is a part-time thing. It's something that I'm not ready to do full-time, and I don't think that it's going to make me a ton of money at this point in time, so I don't want to start my own agency. If it grows into something that could be full-time, I would potentially look into that, but as of right now, I'm just not there. So another thing that I liked about them is that they had no minimum booking requirement, which means you can sign up to be a travel agent, do everything that you need to do, and never ever book a vacation, and you can still maintain your travel agent status with them. They also, what was the most important to me, is that they allow you to book with Disney, Universal, people like Carnival Cruise Line, Sandals Resorts. They have Expedia, TAAP now. There's really an endless amount of people that you can book with through them, so that was also a really big plus for me. So yeah, the next thing that I done after signing up to be an agent with Main Street Travel Agency is I completed all of the training courses on the Disney College of Knowledge and Universal's Partner Community. It took me a month to complete both of those trainings, but that's only because I could devote 2-ish hours a week to it with everything else that I have going on. All of the courses on both sites are completely self-paced, so you could literally knock both of them out in a weekend if you wanted to. I just didn't have the time to do that. So it did take me about a month to complete. The next thing that I did in this travel agency journey is I started a website. As an independent contractor, I kind of have the option, well, I don't really have the option. I'm not going to use Main Street Travel Agency as my website name because they already have one. But I did decide that if it went somewhere, that I would potentially open an LLC. And I really just decided on the name Magical Travel by Bree. The travel agency community, I'm gonna say, is pretty much already oversaturated, if I'm being honest. So there's not a lot of good names out there if you are specifically doing Disney and Universal. A lot of those are taken, like Magical Travel, like Wanderlust. I mean, it's a whole thing. So I chose what I chose. It is what it is. Moving on from it. But I wanted to start a website. So my first step in starting a website was to purchase a domain, which is your like web address. So I bought one through Google. It was $12 and it's going to cost me $12 to renew every year. And I chose the name Magical Travel by Bree, and my domain is magicaltravelbybree.com. I created my website for free using the Google Sites option. For me, this was the most convenient thing to do at the time. I want to change my website up in the future, so I am looking into having a professional actually go in and build that website. I'm just not to that point yet, but that will be coming within the next 7 to 8 months, I'm gonna say. Another thing that I've done to kind of help promote my travel agency thing is I started a Facebook page. I'm starting to create and schedule posts on that Facebook page automatically, so one will upload like every single day. Just like random stuff, Disney news, Universal news, all that good stuff. I'm almost to the point where I'm going to invite like friends and family and things like that to like that page and interact with that page and all that good stuff. Another thing that I have done is start to make TikToks and promote it on TikTok as well. Another thing that I'm going to recommend doing if you are ready to start a travel agency is before you book a client's vacation, definitely create some documents that you feel like you're going to need or that you're going to use as a travel agent. I specifically have a Google form that I have posted on my website and that I send out in an email to potential clients. And the first thing that I do is send them like a welcome email. So I kind of like wrote out my welcome email, what I want to include in it, and I have that link to my Google form. Of course, I made my Google form, and I will actually show that to you guys. So here is my Google form. I ask for basic information like first and last name, email address, phone number, children, vacation destination, all that good stuff that you will need to book a vacation. I also created a paper version of this Google form that I can print off or that I can stick on my iPad and that I can like take notes on as I am booking their vacation and just write down all that information. And then I have like a blank form where I can fill in like their check-in and check-out days, their itinerary information, their prices that were quoted, and all of that good stuff that I can email back to the client once that quote has been completed. And one last thing that I decided that I was definitely going to do before I booked with a client is to have a client agreement or a client contract finished. And I feel like that's probably most important because it's a business and I don't want to provide services and not get paid for them. So there is a clause in there that if you receive a quote and you don't choose to book through me, that your $23 is like my charge for that, just to kind of like compensate for my time. And if you sign that agreement to get a quote, then you are agreeing to pay that as well. Just little things like that. I guess the next thing that I'm doing as far as that goes is advertising everything on YouTube. So yeah, that is how I became a travel agent. If you have any questions, let me know.